it's kind of again, this company is not on your side. This company is what it is. Anyways, so are we playing premium hype draft or like age draft, like 20-year age draft, or are we playing like rare elephant tusk draft, or what are we playing, chat? Do you guys need a couple more seconds, or are we good? Phantom drafts would incentivize people to retire decks a lot. I don't care. That's fucking fine. People do that. It's like, sure, incentivize away. They could retire their decks a lot. A, I don't believe it. B, it still has a cost, so people are still not going to want to just give up their resources. Phantom draft isn't free. And C, I don't care. There's enough players matching that's a small percentage of players doing that, and whatever. Yeah, the greedy as hell is also how it comes off to me. All right, BO1 draft is really close to BO1 sealed at almost the same percentage. All right, we'll BO1 draft. I prefer draft. I take it back. We're going to BO1 sealed very first, and then we'll BO1 draft after. If it's close enough, you guys are basically split. It's okay. I'd rather learn the cards. So I guess we're, so it's not Premier sealed. This one's just called sealed. Sure. What's the sealed cost? 2,000 gems. So what is it? It's $100 for 20K. So this is $10 for the sealed. All right. If you're planning to draft a lot in the new expansion, you should pre-craft all the rares and mythics. I actually agree with that mentality. I don't know how many there are. Is there a way I could draft the whole set? Like wild card a whole set? Is there a way to do that? I'm actually really interested in that because I don't play constructed. I don't care. How do I do that, chat?
A gleaming endowment.
Thanks for the $20, Care Bear. Much appreciated.
Play Strixhaven. Cheers.
Build a fake deck. And then can I add by collection? Strixhaven. No cards could be found with these current filters. Yeah, but I need also not collected. Do it by rarity, not collected. What's the rarity portion? Don't I want to craft the commons as well? Okay. But we need like 4 of each. So we're not gonna, we can hit the set, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Like, is this actually effective? Do we do it later? Add to deck, craft all. How do I add all to deck though, chat? Is there an add all? Play Strixhaven. Okay, thanks, Care Bear. I'll add that in a second. Start clicking. No. All right, then we can't do uncommons. That would drive me insane for now. All right, dude. There's a lot. Okay. Look at this interface as it blocks my own cards by hovering. Nice. Could you stop, game? Yeah, we definitely need sealed. I need some time to look at these cards. Okay. And what does this actually take me to craft all? 69 rare, 21 mythic. Can I 4 times it? Almost. All right, so I need to go to this as a deck list and then just up it to 4. Dude, why doesn't it just let me plus here? Why do I have to do this interface? Probably just gonna 3 of each. MTG Assistant. Yeah, it's probably more work to download the Assistant than it is to do this once, honestly. To figure out a new fucking program for it, but I feel yeah, this is not what I was hoping to do with my life. What is this for craft all? Don't have enough wild cards. It doesn't just like tell me that I can do a partial. I just have to guess. All right, what do we have? Oh, dude, this is fucking painful right now. We might just go do the sealed and not worry about it. How close are we now? Yeah. Okay. Still 51 mythics and 7 rares. All right, fuck it. Probably we could do that better. I'm already tired of this interface. Like it's already just trash. So let's do our sealed Strixhaven. We'll buy in for one of these. We'll do the draft after. Okay. All right. What did we just pick up? A God's Willing. Yeah, this was in a different set. We've been playing this card for like weeks now. Okay. New art, I guess. Wandering Archaic as a 4 mana 5/5. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, you may pay 2 if they may pay 2. If they don't, you may copy that spell. Okay. Or it's a sorcery. Each player looks at the top 5 cards of the library and reveal a land card, instant or sorcery. Each player puts a card they revealed into their hand that way, and the rest in the bottom. Each player gains 3 life. Okay. It's kind of bad. Vine Glimmer Snarl. Enters the battlefield, reveal a forest or island. If you don't, it taps. Otherwise, so it's a tap land that doesn't cost me life, but I have to have other lands. This is worse than a shock land. All right, basic Conjuration. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Oh, these are lessons too. Is this a lesson? No, it's just a sorcery. So it's lesson. I don't know the lesson learn mechanic yet. It's something like tutoring in shit from your sideboard or something. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You gain 3 life. Look at the top 6 cards. You reveal a creature card. Put it into your hand. Put the bottom of your library. Okay. So it's a 3 life, 3 mana sorcery, gain 3 life, pull a creature out of the top 6. Teaching of the Archaics. Okay. When you learn, you take a lesson from outside the game, put it in your hand. Okay. All right. If your opponent has more cards in hand than you, draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards instead if opponent has at least 4 more cards in hand than you. Can we use like X's and shit? Like this could just be written as a formula and it'd be like 10 times as like easy to understand, right? Opponent's hand side is X. I guess a comparison. Anyways, okay, so let me see if I can parse this correctly. If he has more cards, we draw 2. If he has 4 more cards, we draw 3. Okay? And Teferi's Protection. Until end of turn, your life total can't change. You gain protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out. When they're phased out, the trees that don't exist, they phase in before you untap during your untap step. That's a powerful card. Okay. All right. Gem reward 60. We're already getting value off our crafting. I should craft the fucking uncommons is what I should have done. Anyways, do that later. All right. Oh, dude. New sets. Check other rares. Why do I have 4 other rares? Aren't there just 6? Okay, there's some weird setup about the packs as well then, chat? That's what you're telling me? Okay. Up to 3 rares per pack. I see. Makes the sealed pool is going to suck then if you like your... I guess we're at 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 packs, 6 packs. We're at 10. So I mean, that's not 3 rares per pack. Okay. All right. You may pay 4 instead of... Search your library for 4 basic land cards and reveal them. Put 1 in the battlefield tapped under an opponent's control if the 4 costs 2 of them. So it ramps you and ramps your opponent. Or it just ramps me. Okay. Gnarled Professor. Imagine being taught by a tree. It'd be so fucking irritating. When he enters the battlefield, learn. Learn. You may reveal a lesson card you own from outside the game, put it into your hand, or discard a card to draw a card. Oh, it's also looting. That's nice. Okay, 4 mana, 5/4 trample. Who learns is reasonable. Basic Conjuration we've already read. We read that one, read that one. What's Elite Spellbinder? 3 mana human, 3 mana, 3/1 flyer. That's an aggressive creature. Enters the battlefield. Look at opponent's hand. You may exile a non-land card from it for as long as that card remains exiled. Its owner may play it. A spell cast this way costs 2 more to cast. Okay. Tempo card. And then we have white-black duels. So 3 rares in white, 3 rares in green. Although 2 of these are pretty dirtily. A rare in blue. And is a tutor a lesson when you learn? So we could pull this in as a tutor if we want. Okay. All right, let's take a look at our stuff. Do I want to look at uncommons or multicolors maybe? Let's do uncommons next, see what we can see. Try to get a sense of the power level. Zephyr Boots. So this is Rogue's Gloves. It's good and sealed. Lorehold Excavation. Beginning of your end step, mill a card. If a land card was milled, you gain a life. Otherwise, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. 5 exile creature card from your graveyard. Create a tap 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Okay. Mortality Spear. 4 mana, kill a permanent at instant speed. 2 mana if I gain life. 10 the Pests. Additional cost cast spell, sack a creature. Create X/1/1 black and green pest tokens. When this creature dies, you gain life, or X is sacrifice creature's power. It's kind of neat. It's a good like play around card for removal. There's 5 supported color pairs only. Why did they do that? It's such a bad way to draft. Anyways, all right. So this is red, blue, colorless. It's a 4 mana card. 1 has to be blue source, 1 has to be red source, 1 has to be blue or red. It's a 2/4 flyer. When it attacks, the next instant or sorcery spell you cast costs X less, where X is this power as this ability resolves. Okay, that's pretty cool. Pump it, you get free spells, attack with it normally. It's still discounted spells. It's a flyer, so it's evasive. It's a little expensive at 4, but it's pretty good. Rutha, Mercurial Artist, 3 mana, 1/4. Turn it to its owner's hand. Copy target instant sorcery, so you may choose new targets. That's powerful too. Big butt. A reusable cloning effect is pretty solid. Closing Statement. 5 mana instant. 2 less. The spell costs 2 less to cast during your end step. Okay. Destroy target creature, creature or planeswalker you don't control. Put a +1 counter target creature you control. That's pretty fucking good too. Shadewing Laureate, 3 mana, 2/2 flyer. Whenever creature you control with flying dies, that's pretty fucking solid too. Silverquill Apprentice. Girl needs a sandwich. 2/2 Magecraft. Whenever you cast Magecraft. Ability triggers when you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell. So it's prowess, not prowess. Prowess is non-creature. So this triggers instant. This is like the M19 version, which is like off like the Windrake or something. So instant sorceries are clones. Cast or copy. Okay. When you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, so okay, I guess there's non-instant or sorcery ones. This target creature gets, and it's only +1/+0, not +1/+1. Okay, that makes that a lot less good. Because it used to be the problem with prowess is blowouts every time you try to block the fucking things because their toughness increases. That's interesting. It's target creature instead of this creature. Also interesting. Thanks for pointing that out. I may have missed that, Flame Dance. Adventurous Impulse is a reprint from recently. Start from scratch. 1 damage to any target. Destroy an artifact. Choose as a 3 mana sorcery. Okay. Igneous Inspiration. 3 damage to any target. Learn. Infuriate. Target creature is +3/+. Okay, that's a reprint. Brackish Trudge. 3 mana, 4/2. Battlefield tapped. Graveyard to your hand. Gain life. Get to recur it. Okay. Not really. It's a really expensive recurrent. 5 mana, 4/2 tapped creature. Can block though. Plum the Forbidden. This should not be a person. This should be a giant plum with like a forbidden sign on it. There's an additional cost to cast this spell. You may sacrifice one or more creatures. When you do, copy this spell. For each creature sacrificed this way, you draw a card and lose a life. Okay. It's pretty strong. Duress. I like the new artwork, although it makes it a little. Part of me is kind of. I like the new artwork for the cards that are reprints. I'm a little annoyed to see how many reprints so many. Solve the equation. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card revealed. Put it in your hand and shuffle. Divide by 0. Return target. Dude, this is gonna be all school terms. Divide by 0. Solve the equation. This is Gandalf learns. Return target spell or permanent with its mana value 1 or greater. Target spell or permanent with mana value 1 or greater to its owner's hand. Does that counter a spell on the stack if you do this? Like, I know it goes back to their hand, so I guess not counter. It just like postpones that spell. It doesn't resolve this turn when you do it. Okay, it does. Good. Learn. Secret rendezvous. Oh, they're learning to love. You and target opponent each draw 3 cards. All right. Okay. It's been a while since I built a sealed deck, man. All right, what other colorless do we have? I've never seen sorcery colorlesses. That's a lesson too. So this is a mana rock, or rather 3 mana rocks that you can cash in for value. It's like a giant mind stone, a slower giant mind stone that's fixing as well as acceleration. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X to lesson. Okay, can we sort by lessons? Search by keyword, right? Two S's in lesson. Typo. So the lesson learned mechanic for us is 3 lessons. Well, 6 here, 7 here. Cool looking little dude. All right. And then what's the other one? Learn. Field trip. Fuck, I don't want to pretend I'm Harry Potter. That's not doing it for me as a set design. Search your library for a basic forest card. Put that card into the battlefield tapped and shuffled. Okay. Basic forest only. It's really restrictive. +3/+1 and trample. Okay. Common trample. Interesting. Draw a card, learn pop quiz. Oh man, this naming is so painful. Arcane subtraction. All right. It is so fucking cringy. Agreed 100%. All right. So we want to look by color, I guess. Our black-white multicolors were pretty impressive, and we have some lessons in that colors. I don't know what we have for actual threats here. Gotta read the creatures now, the commons. God, I'm dreading the voiceovers for this set. Five mana 2/2. Doesn't even bring it to play. It's a very expensive Gravedigger. I wonder how rare flying is in this format. I mean, my defaults here are going to be, I don't see any big like blow up bomb cards here, so I'm probably going to try a fair mix of removal. All right, let's take a look at our blue-green multis. Draw 2 cards, you put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Pledge Mage, shoot 2. Whenever you cast a copy, put a +1/+1. So Magecraft is different every time, so it's not always +1/+0. I see. So Magecraft is just a trigger. So it's not like Prowess then. It's actually just random effect after Magecraft. Okay. Cosplay screen when? Yeah, right. Biomathematician. Aren't all mathematicians biomathematicians by default? He's made of meat, chat. He's biological. 0/0 green and blue fractal token. Put a +1/+1 token on each fractal you control. Alright, so he gets out of fucking control every time you cast spells? No. Every time you recast him. Interesting, Flying Death Touch for 2. 3/4 Scry Haste. Ew. Sometimes he's a beater. When he's blanked entirely, you may scry. Teach by example. When you copy that, you may choose new target. Do I have removal spells that outside of... I don't think I see any red removal here. So this is that 4/3 guy from Ravnica. Except he's a 3/3. For 2 instead of 3. It's really solid. I mean, obviously, it's going to be the most fun with all these triggers and all these fucking sorceries and instants. 0/0 green and blue fractal creature. X equals... Dude, there's so much fucking reading this. Where X is 1 plus a total number of instant sorcerers card you own and exile in your graveyard. Okay. Our blue cards look not good. I like that art. Why doesn't it just use the keyword that already does this? There's already a keyword that does this effect. It's whatever the fuck came out of guilds again, right? What is that called? It's not Scry, it's the other one. Surveil, yeah. What is the point of introducing that like 3 sets ago and then not using that? I don't get it. Okay. Because other formats exist. Oh, we don't want to give Surveil synergies with it. We think it's too strong. What was the card again? Was it a really strong card? I mean, it's okay, I guess. You think it breaks constructed if we make that say Surveil on there? Yeah, I mean, Historic is full of dominant Surveil decks, right? I guess I don't know. I mean, they're balancing across many formats. That's fair, though. There is a reason they might make it different. It just seems weird to me to have an effect that essentially is Surveil, but not call it Surveil. I don't think you can use that argument, Nerdnick, right? Since it's not like they're not like Trample or Flying or the rest of them. Anyways, doesn't matter. They probably have a whole like design philosophy with that type of keyword. All right, I liked the green-black. And I like our black-white a lot. Some more flyers in here. Actually, I have a fair number of flyers. A lot of removal. Interesting card. It's a powerful aggro card, right? Refuel your hand. I mean, slow, but refuel your hand, do damage to the opponent. Leech Fanatic. Okay, it's just a reprint called something else. Arrogant Poet. Okay. Okay, Disfigure's back, sure. Alright, red. Mages. Ew. Exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Okay. uncounterable removal randomly. Sure. Guess it doesn't go face though, so. And final color is green, then our artifacts. I feel like we're blue, white, black right now. I'm just trying to decide if we're white, black, green, or just white, black. Trample, draw a card. It's a second instant effect trample, so blocking's gonna suck this fucking set. Although that card seems pretty bad. Although trample at instant speed is always strong. Additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, or play 3. Okay. So it's a late game 5 mana 5/4, early game eat a token kind of thing. Tangle Trap, 5 damage to creature flying, short target artifact to instant speed. It's a pretty nice plummet. Not quite there. Depends on how many 6 toughness flyers there are for sure. Mage Duel. It's cool. They countered. You cast a spell, they countered it, you 1 mana remove their creature. It's not bad. I wonder how situational it is. Like, it seems really situational, but it seems like it's powerful when it resolves. 3 mana, 3/2, gain 2 life. The Trampling Professor, Verdant Mastery, we already read. Cram Session is learning. I like that card. I like Mortality Spear. We have 2 Biomathematicians. Okay. Then our artifacts. Not a lot of those. All right. This looks very black-white to me. I'm gonna take a look at black, white, green, and multicolored, and artifacts. Oh, it doesn't work that way. It's not an and apparently. Can I look at this in a better way? No. Really? I want to like sort it by CMC. I guess I can start building the deck. I could add them all. I think it's been so long since I built a sealed. All right, so I see black, white, evasive creatures with some sack synergies, some draw power, and a lot of removal is what is the immediate thing that sticks out to me. And I kind of just want to play some games to actually see the set go. So I might do that. I don't remember how many learn cards I have there. I've got Rise of Extus, which is expensive as fuck. But maybe it's sealed and it's okay. We've got Cram Session, which is black, which is fine. Professor's green, which is bummer. So we actually don't, I mean, I've got this, but also learn. This is essentially generate value for 1 white mana. That seems good enough to me. If we're playing black-white, put it on a flyer. All right. So these are our learn cards that we're likely playing. I'll throw the green in for now, just in case. I got 2 Rise of Extus, I didn't even notice. It's a very expensive removal spell. It's 6 mana sorcery. All right. What are our payoffs for this? I want to try this mechanic, see if it's at all good. Summon a 2/1 flyer seems good. I might even main deck that though. Can I tutor from my library chat or only from the sideboard? So I probably don't want to put that in my deck then. Although it's not a terrible card for us. Fractal Summoning. It's green. I don't think we're doing fractal stuff right now. All right, so these are our payoffs, our lesson cards. Really not a lot of payoff here. We are playing white, so we get some value out of this, right? We can generate a 3/2, we can generate a 2/1 flyer, we can get a tutor card if we end up in green, which we probably won't. We can generate a land if we're stuck on land draws. We can generate an XX flyer, or an XX creature, right? Those are all fine for late game stuff when we're drawing blanks and needing gas, so that seems okay. Let's take a look at our white-black. I'll just throw the artifacts in for now. Whenever opponent casts an instant sword, 5 mana 4/4. We'll put them in and see what it looks like in a minute. Looks pretty bad. Some fixing if we want it. Flying boots. Let's just get the shit in for now, and then we will worry about removing. All right. God's Willing is pretty strong. Star Pupil seems bad. Divine Gambit. Exile target. That sounds terrible. I mean, it hits whatever in exiles, but fuck. Maybe it's okay in sealed when they're like low resources. I haven't seen any big dudes yet. Like we didn't draft any that I saw, or didn't see any out of this. Tempo flyer. It's an interesting one. Slow ass recursion. Black red duel. Black white, I mean. I got 3 of these. I don't think we can go wide, but we'll look. I'm not playing red. So we need some sorceries that we give a shit about. I don't know what those are. Maybe Divine Gambit's in. All right, let's take a look at the... I don't want to draw my opponent 3 cards when I paid the mana to draw them. That card sounds amazingly bad. We don't have a lot of black cards. This might be a trickier initial build than I was thinking. Actually, Malice is... I like the flying dudes. I like the... Dude, 3 Fanatics for life linking. I like the card where that card gets better when I have the life linkers. That card's interesting. More removal. Another flyer. A flyer with drain. It's an expensive Spectre. And what are our green? Gotta build a curve out of this at some point. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, put a counter on them. Dude, our green sucks. 3 mana, 2/4, no text. 3 mana, 3/2, gain 2 life. So no board impact. A fight spell. Our green is bad. Alright, we don't want to play green. I fucking hate learning, so fuck learning. Oh, I'm just kidding. I had a lot of learning in my life. Do we get any lands? We got 1. Where am I? There's my green blue duel doesn't help us, and the black white's already in the deck. Okay. Man, can I build this here? I mean, with 53 cards in, we're at 15 creatures. So like most of this comes out as like, what does this deck look like? So we're never playing the green here. I can't splash this for shit, so we're not going to worry about it. I wanted to play 10 the Pest, but it just isn't going to happen. All right, how much learn did we get in there? If I search learn now, what does it do for us? Doesn't play the cards in my deck for learn? Or highlight them in any way? Maybe it does. Is this... No, doesn't tell me shit. I think I have like 2 learn cards in here. All right, what does this look like then? A little bit of lifelink, a little bit of flying. A little bit of recursion. A little bit of fixing that we probably aren't playing. Some reach. Some wide effects when we don't have any creatures. I mean, technically this is actually just a permanent pump on a flyer. But I haven't seen any indestructible flyers that I want to invest sorceries on. Alright, pretty unexciting black-white flyer. Flying deck. Let's take a look at the rest of this. Any other dual color cards that really stick out? That's technically white, but I don't want to cast that. So that's pretty bad. But our blue cards are non-existent. We don't have a blue creature, just multicolored creatures. And our red is... Dude, red-blue creatures are our best creatures by quite a lot. Have a bit of learn in red as well. Would I ever play Fuming Effigy? How powerful are blue spells? Dude, I don't understand why in the sealed format. This is a fucking online video game. Why can't I just have a second tab so I can build 2 decks simultaneously? So I could just like look between them, decide what I wanted. Why can I only, and then I could even submit 2 decks so I could switch between them easily when it comes to like game 2 and game 3. Like that would be really nice for building this. It seems like it would be very easy to do. All right, but assuming we weren't, assuming we're playing the red blue, what does this look like? So this is our weak white black flyer deck. I mean, obviously we'd trim it. Obviously, like it's not going to be this, but I'm starting here. Let's take a look at what the red blue looks like. I was pretty unexcited by this deck in the end. We got a little bit of protection. It's a sealed deck. Sealed decks are low power, presumably, but still, it's not a very exciting deck, honestly. It does use some of our stuff. What does red blue look like for us? We'll play Curate. I could play Reject, I guess. Turn target spell or permanent mana by 1 or greater. I mean, it's an expensive bounce card with Learn on it. We have 2 Learn, 3 Learn already out of blue. So we'll get all of our value out of that. Was any of our lessons any good for blue and red? Red, blue, colorless, green, red to tutor up, destroy artifact, blue to get card advantage. They're okay in blue red. I don't think I'm playing all of this, but obviously we're just poking around at what our build looks like right now. All right, we have good creatures. 2 nice bodies on the field that are cheap and early, that are difficult to aggress through. A flyer that discounts my sorceries and instants. This fucking dude, who I guess scries away lands late. Maybe there's a red-white deck in here too. Maybe. We just don't play the blue. So what do we lose? The problem is we lose everything from this if we don't play the blue. What does this card do? Teach by example. So it's cloning in red-blue. I don't want to play shitty damage-based removal. I do like the red creature. That one was okay. That was okay. I can play that. It's a very expensive combat trick. I mean, I guess double strike is better with surprise trample and surprise pump. But we're losing all of our flyers doing this. And we played pretty much every good blue card. We have a fair number of instant sorceries. That's probably playable as blue-blue. The card seems quite bad. Splash green. We have 2 fixing off letters and 1 off the land. Do fractal stuff. We only have 3 fractal cards, right? It's the 2 mathematicians and the summoning, which is pretty rough. I don't know what this, that card was more fractals too. So that blue-red deck looks pretty shit too. Just have a couple cards. Like this card would be like the bomb in this deck, right? Lets us do a lot of like 1 mana pop quizzing. Build up graveyard. I mean, maybe there's something to be said about. Do we have any other ways that remove things from graveyard? Is there anything, any way we can play this? Is a 4 mana 4/3 that pings face any good? Like, I don't think so. I think all of our exile effects, there's like 1 exile thing, just a Tome Shredder. Nothing else removes cards from graveyards, I don't think. Illustrious Historian, I guess. This deck looks kind of shit to me, chat. Alright. Is there any way I can play like red white then? The blue cards, I mean, it's all just like a bunch of dirtle, right? Like it's card advantage, I guess. But the red cards are what was doing. Is there any way I can play like red white flyers and splash blue maybe? I don't think so. Like the good cards in black white were all multicolors, right? So what's white alone? The white flying gravedigger, the white 3/1 flyer. Everything out. I mean, these are technically black or white. I can play this as mono white or white red. The tricks are nice. God willing, Divine Gambit. I'm not so excited about. Defarious Protection seems decent too. Sealed is generally the lowest power level. Have you seen a single creature in the set you want to pay 6 mana to remove yet, chat? At sorcery speed, no less. I haven't seen a creature I want to spend more than 3 mana removing. I feel like every creature we have so far can just be ignored until the end of time. What are our mono black cards? The Drainer, the 2 recursion creatures, the Lifelinkers. Dude, black is our by far strongest set of creatures. Like nothing else even comes close. Like the red blue, like the red cards are good, but they all require, or not the red cards. There's a couple okay red cards. The real power comes out of the red blue. What if we made like flying tribal? Can we get enough fixing sources? The only fixers I have are on turn 3, right? I've got black white duels and blue green duels. I don't want green in this deck at all. All my sources of any color are off those letters of acceptance artifacts. Shit. And if I play red white, it doesn't fix either side of the muses, right? Not red white, I mean yeah, red white. So it's not even like splashing colored sources, rather gets me to cast these spells. I just can't get there. All right, well, maybe this deck looks serviceable. This deck looks shit, man. I don't do anything. I spend all my time casting pop quiz and learning about lessons instead of actually winning the game. I'm pretty certain I like the black-white deck the best of my options here. What are the supported color combos? Black-white, black-green, blue-red, red-white, blue-black or something? Is it just the same as Ravnica? Like the first Ravnica? Maybe they're trying to teach me something. It's about the lessons along the way. Yeah, just this deck, this cringy fucking naming system leads itself to endless memes, doesn't it? Okay, endless memes it is. I like our red cards though, man. I like the Tome Shredder. I like this removal. 3 mana deal 3 is fine with the learn on it. Seems okay. It's sorcery a bit slow, but that seems like pretty good value. Heated Debate seems good. The Historian seems fine. The Pledge Mage looks great. This Maelstrom Muse seems like a fucking bomb. It's just that the blue cards in this deck are all trash. I don't hate a 1 mana +3/+2. Like, that's pretty good. And this is 4 cards off being full, and I haven't actually added any cards that I want to play. Oh, there's land. Did anyone notice these lands? I didn't realize there's common dual lands. That's a bit more exciting. How many common dual lands are there? How do I find them? Probably just go to lands, huh? No, not all lands. How about land? Why does clicking on this show me lands that I have available? I guess these are technically lands I have available to me. How do I get non-basics? Is there some way I can search for non-basic? What's the code string for non-basic? I need not equals basic. I was hoping if I put in basic, it would show me the string. They're commons, so it can't not basic. Can I do that? Oh, hold on. It showed me something when I typed not. All right, there it is. Text comparisons. Exactly same as color more than, color greater than, color less than, exact phrases, white, okay, expansion set code, color identity, numerical comparisons. Select all but basic in the filter. What? Click lands and multicolored filter. All right. Lands. Multicolored. Lands. Multicolored. Okay. So we literally only have the red blue. So we actually have 2 red blue tap lands. I don't like the scry shit on them, but okay. So our fixing is in red blue too. Too bad it looks like the supported colors are blue black. Could we be red black splashing blue? Fuck their stupid color patterns. The problem is all of our, I mean, we had again, the black creatures were our best ground based creatures and none of them were exciting. The flyers were a mix of white and white black. I thought like all the power cards in white black were the multicolors. But that would give us 2 blue sources plus the 2 letters of acceptances. And the thing about this is I don't actually want to play the blue instants or sorceries. Like they're all garbage. I just want to play the blue creatures. What does this look like? Red, white, or red, black, I guess, maybe. Enough creatures here? Probably can't play the white-black duels. That's the problem. Tough to tell too. Like, is this just super low power level set? In which case this deck looks like shit because everything looks like shit, or is this just a shit pool? Kind of tough to tell. Like, this doesn't work. I don't have any 2-drops. I can't aggro curve with no fucking creatures here as white-red. So if it's white-black instead, or a red-black instead, which isn't supported by their basic color combos. But let's say I did that. What does that look like? We've got flying threats. We've got lifelink threats. We've got recursive threats. We've got some removal. We've got drain effects. We've got draw cards in our colors. Like, the black cards are our creature core for sure. Question is, what else can we run? All right, so this would be Rakdos splashing blue. And the big issue is if we play this, we've got plenty of creatures. We don't have shift for instants and sorceries. I had a couple. Can play these as black cards too, right? It's too bad. This card looks good. The Flying Lord looks awesome. Not really a lord. So we can ramp with these two for fixing. The question is this card good enough? Does it carry us? Duplicating spells is nice, but doubling by adding 2 mana cost to a 6 mana spell is not amazing. So here we have some early game stuff. It's not super exciting, but we have some of it. We've got some recursive threats. Have some growing threats. Have a little bit of removal, some duplication, some discounts on our removal. Playing this for 4 is a hell of a lot better than playing it for 6. I like the flyers too. That's the mana base. We need a blue on... We don't need Rutha out on 3, although part of the nice part of this is the ass on that Orc Shaman. We would love to play this. This is going to require 1 blue mana, 2 red is going to be difficult to cast in a predominantly black deck, even with the fixing. And I don't hate these letters of acceptances right now. They seem pretty good on paper for sealed. They're slow as fuck, but they can value engine later. They do a little bit of ramping, and max mana is relevant if I'm playing these rises. I don't have a creature bigger than a 4/4, but I have plenty of removal. What other red or black instants or sorcerers can we play? Non-creature, non-land. Feels pretty rough. Can play Cram Session. What's the other color we're looking at realistically? Red. All right, if we trim this, what does it look like? Oh, we don't need 3 Leech Fanatics. Oh, I don't draw a card off this. I mean, I technically do. Depends how valuable actually resolving a spell is. How many triggers do we have off of it? 1 there. 2. Nope, not valuable at all. Okay, we have two things that care about instants or sorceries. Fucking hell. I think it's this or the Orzhov deck. I don't think there was a red-blue deck there. I think we looked pretty aggressively for that. So what do we trim from this for the remaining ones? Probably 1 land. I'll just remove a random land. We can fix the actual distribution later. I'm just looking for card count. Life gain probably means I do play that stupid thing that I didn't really want to play. Any other ways to gain life to bring back these blackish trudges? I don't think there was. Lifelink there, lifelink off the Leech Fanatics. I guess there is some other life gain. That gives me life gain too. Is a 5 mana 4/4 any good? Seems pretty bad. 5 mana 3/4 seems much worse than a 5 mana 4/4, which is crazy. I'm not so keen on this that I need 2 of them, but maybe. I hate this card. We got oodles of removal. Do we also need an Infuriate? Maybe not. But maybe. Hits everything removal. When we're not playing white, we actually lose quite a lot here. I'm gonna need these blue sources. We've got 2 blue sources there, 4 there. It's not an amazing amount of blue sources. We can run 1 island and run that tutor spell that comes out of a learning. We could just main that spell too, I guess. Trying to get the value for sealed. Fuck, what else out? This card is really expensive. Biggest creature, we left the biggest creature. We cut the second biggest creature because we don't like him. A little disappointed in the number of flyers here. Maybe it's Infuriate. Like that then. We probably only deck ourselves about half the time before we win. We kill them with a 4/4 flyer that hits them in the face. Or we kill them with... Alright, what does this get us for our learn tutors? Our lesson tutors, rather? We're playing a fair number of colors here, so we can tutor up Fractal Summoning off double blue, Spirit Summoning off of the red, Inkling Summoning off the black, Artifact Destruction off the red, Card Advantage off the blue, and Fixing off of that. How many learn cards are we running? Just like 2? 2 on Rise rather. One off Inspiration. One off Cram Session, that's 4. And what other learns do we have? Is there any more that I could fit in here? I could fit Enthusiastic Study in there if I had to. Oh, this isn't Malice. This is +2, -2. That's not Disfigure, rather. Huh, I read that wrong. Wonder if it's still playable. I don't have to play Historian, I guess. Pledge Mage might not have enough to be played either. It's hard for us to cast. I like it as a 3/3 that does something early. It's a nice wall as a 3/3 too, but I don't have so many instants and sorceries that I'm going to be casting. Like only a couple, so it's not active very often. I could cut Pledge Mage, run Study, get 3 learns, value that way. All right, I'm going to try this, chat. I think our first deck in this series of guilds. Let's just see how punished we're getting for not running our white cards again. All right, we don't get our flying lord, our growing flying threat, which sucks. I don't care about this guy. I wish I could run God's Willing into Fairy's Protection as our rares, but we're not. I don't care about that guy so much. It's value, I guess, which is a little bit strength. This card seemed good though. 3/1 flying guy seemed quite good. I liked this card too. I think. I feel like getting a specific card out of your sideboard, as well as getting a +1/+1 counter for 1 and triggering anything that likes instants or sorceries, is actually really good. A little bummed not to be playing Lorehold Excavation. This seems like a pretty nice card. Could play it in this deck, maybe. And I'm a little jealous of Closing Statement. This card looks great. All right, I'm playing this. What do you guys think? Is this the best deck available here? Or is this some abomination that Filthy has crafted, mostly to troll? All right, let's take a look at our mana base. We're going to run 1 island. 7 red sources seems like more than enough. 8 black sources. Might even be able to go 6 here. Some situational. The only one we really want to play is Tome Shredder and that one 2. Now we need red sources. All right, something like this for land base. 5 blues with letters, but we can cash in letters for draw later. All right. Okay. Not super sold on these. Okay, my suspicion right now is we can probably, I don't know, maybe we can stall the ground. Maybe I want that 3/3 back in here. It depends how big a butt a 3/3 is. So I like these because I have a lot of value. So this deck often, like, because we're running a bunch of like situational cards and a bunch of acceleration, right? 2 of these letters of acceptances plus, you know, like just a bunch of cards that don't always do things. There's times where I flood super hard here. So I don't hate having some big removal that hits anything. It's slow as shit for sure, but I have ramp a little bit, and casting this spell brings in value if I'm flooding. So in the same world where I'm flooding, if I draw these, it fixes my flood by giving me more card value as well as utilizes my mana, which seems okay. Nasty Pixel. Thanks for warning me. I don't know if I can do anything about it. Let's try this. So this is Grixis. Really, this is Rakdos. Strict Rakdos. Okay. First Infuriate seems better than second Rise. All right. Double black and tricolor seems even when flooding. May not have the mana base to cast it. I'm not worried about when I get to 6 mana having double black. I don't think with 8 sources and 2 colorless sources is probably fine. There's some question about whether I cut a mountain here. I'm trying to keep enough red in so I can cast Muse, which is our double red card, which is a bit hard. This is sealed. We will sometimes struggle with mana base for sure. Let's get a game in, see how it feels. This isn't tricolor, it's blue trash. I know, that's why I didn't call it Grixis. That's why I called it Rakdos. Okay, Rakdos Field Trip's not a bad one. Bad name. Yeah. Oh, you guys want to predict? Can I get a mod to start a prediction if we'll get to 5 wins? Opponent goes first, standard fare. Don't have any blue or red mana, and our first play is on 4. Easy keep. Okay. First play is on 3, I guess. Okay. This is sealed. Revitalize! Oh no, he's done it. He's gained 3 life. Fuck! It's too strong. What is this card? Oh no! I guess it's a May, thankfully. You time walk for your land? Compare this to skittering. Oh my god. That's just painful. I mean, I cast 1/4. Okay. 2/1 flying. And he gets his Revitalize back. Guy's just popping off with his combos. Fuck. I played 2/3 flyer. No attacks. You made it 2 minutes, Flipper? That's greedy. Greedy. We're already in the game. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card. The player discards a card. Put a +1/+1 card. That's annoying. I'd play that card if I was playing Orzhov. How come we didn't get any of these? I want that card. Takes my 6 mana removal that draws me cards, so like triple value there. Super bad for us. No attacks. A lot of mana up on our opponent. I play Letter of Acceptance. I play Tome Shredder. Thought this was any card, but it's instance or sorcery. He gains 3 life. Opponent popping off on the 26 HP and 26 life gain. He's Orzhov Artifacts. So we could have easily double cast Rise of Exodus if he didn't removed it. I don't think I have anything that benefits from this being in my graveyard, so we're just gonna gobble it up. No. Alright. We have our mana base already, so I think we're gonna start by drawing a card. Take it. Alright, 3/3 trades for 3/2. No instants or sorcerers in my graveyard right now. We're planning on putting one in there. I guess if I trade for the ground creature, I can get in there. I don't like all this available mana. I kind of want him to treat this as a threat. If he plays a trick to kill it, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with 3 damage as well. Alright, let's run out a lifelinker. I don't know if there's board wipes. Board wipes are certainly bad for me, but his board doesn't stop at 2/2, so I guess I should play it out. Okay. I should hold land soon? No, we shouldn't. Because now I can double remove his creatures and learn. I think it's too good to pass, right, on this board? How do I do this? Do I have to full control to use this, chat? Are we one short? 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it. I thought we had 8. We're one short. So we definitely shouldn't be holding fucking lands. This is 6 drain. Okay. Yeah. 4 cards, no spells for 2 or 3 turns. A bit scared about this. Maybe I should have drained there instead of playing him. Is extension dead or just not enabled? It's on and enabled. It may not be working for the new set yet. This feels like a board wipe. No blocks. I'm so annoyed that he's just been sitting on a fucking 6 mana, 4 white, 2 others rare board wipe. It's pretty shit. I'm opponent. I don't do anything that matters, but I'm holding board wipe. Okay. Dude, a 4/5? Exile. Wait. Oh, I choose. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I exile one of his cards too. Okay. What are we learning about? Tapping, presumably. 2/1 flyer seems reasonable. That card seems great here. Take card advantage. Okay. I'm gonna play land. What is learn? Pulls lessons out of your sideboard. Main deck Inkling Summon, sure. Seems like a super slow format and sealed anyways. Let's draw. We'll play land first. So that if he can get rid of 1 card, he's, I guess even with 1 card, if he get rid of both cards, I guess. If he gets rid of 1, we have equal. So it probably draws 0 cards. I think I want to get rid of 1 there. Feels like you blow this card out by having lots of fucking instants. Could just remove that, keep my guys alive. I have no lifelink here. Can't cast. I got 5, not 6. Could trade the 3/2 for the 2/1 and develop another 3/1. I think that's better than doing the removal. So I'll swing here. He's gonna block the token because the other one recurs. This does not go face. Sealed, it's all the cards you don't use. Same with draft. You don't build a sideboard. It's just all the other cards that you own, quote unquote. Okay, it's fine. It's a destroy effect, not an exile. It's fine. Let's run out our beater. Okay, he's got a blocker. Is his last card also removal? That would be unfortunate. Two to recur, 3 to play, 3 to equip. So we need 8. Still no count here. How much mana do I have? It's 9. Okay. Resolve boots. Let's equip boots. Let's go to combat. Do I want my guy back here? He's at 10. Next to blockers. Card doesn't like leap or something, does it? What does this card do? Can you show me the card? No. So he always destroys this, and this gives him a counter. So his last card, of course, was removal. It doesn't help. It doesn't require this card be there, unfortunately. So I can kill that, and I will kill that. It's the only thing. I mean, do I kill it now, though? Or do I just let him hit me a couple times with it? We're just top decking now. And the problem is this was my ability to life gain to get this guy back, which kind of sucks. It doesn't remove the spell. It's a 3/3 beater. I don't know. I guess I'm probably removing it. All right. Guy top decks a Flying Lord. Sure. Top decks a card. It gives him more cards. It's really fucking bad for me. Alright, opponent. You couldn't have drawn land there on either of those draws. You were out of cards in hand. Would have been really nice. Your last card was removal, of course. The next card you draw is a 2/2 flyer that grows, and the card after that is another double value card. Now he gets a Vigilant Attacker for 5. Alright, so we attack here. He blocks. We don't have lifelink, though. Never mind. We don't attack here. Where was I getting lifelink? Oh, this card gave me a lifelink. That's right. Alright, opponent. Any more top decking, or are we good? I mean, it's a fucking 5/5 that I'm racing, which is terrifying. It's not a very good card here. Wait, it's not even draw, it's cycle. Fuck, I thought it was draw. Okay. This card is not good. I thought this was the draw card, the Rogue's Glove, but it's not. We're gonna lose to this shit, huh? The lash is good. Lethal if he attacks. Nope, it's +2, -2. It kills my creature. It's not lethal if it attacks. It's quite bad. That seems like an okay one if I get damage in here. Alright. Oh, I forgot about my scry land. Yep, that was a mistake not to scry out the land for sure. Alright, opponent outdrew us there for sure. I'm glad we won there. There's a lot of times we don't win because we can't beat the top deck into a 2/2 flyer, top deck into a 3/3 flyer. The 2/2 flyer, next card top decks into a card that makes his 2/2 flyer a 5/5 flyer with vigilance. So I missed the race math on that first turn. Like, okay. All right. I top decked face damage. Sure, that's correct. 3 turns after our opponent top deck on an empty board state, 3 cards in a row to dominate the game that he had been not even a part of. Not a part of before the sweeper, and not a part of after the sweeper. We did, in fact, draw the win con. You're correct. Not a fun first game. It's okay. This is sealed. This is how slow sealed goes. It was a fine first game. We're seeing the effects of the mechanics. We're seeing the pacing of the format. It's kind of a shit hand, but... have some removal. You like the look of it? This is really early days for us. This is our first sealed session so far. I'm fine with it. I like low power formats generally. I just have to see what the bombs are like. There's a lot of text on this card. It does what now? Basic land card, put it library tap, shuffle. The land becomes a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature is still a land. Put a +1/+1 counter for each land you had enter the battlefield under your control this turn. So this is often a 2/2. and it ramps him. It's a pretty nasty turn 2, I guess. How many times did I go second? I went 7 times out of 8 times with the white deck. I think we're 2-0, and I think we're second both times here. I'm not quite as worried about it in sealed. I am a little worried, but not quite as worried. It's more likely that you want the card advantage. I block. Okay, opponent deramps himself. Nice. Opponent re-ramps himself. A little scared because top end seems kind of crazy in this format if all my creatures are 2 power, 2 toughness. Alright, would have loved to have drawn a swamp there. So we now need to tutor up a land, I guess. That's sorcery speed, so I can't leave that up. I could hit him in the face with it, but it's pretty bad. So we are going to learn. I learn about tutoring. Wish I could cast it this turn. Okay. It's a lot of manas. Untap another permanent. Tap target turn to activate only if you draw 8 or more lands. And the 2/2 reach 8 or more lands gets bigger. Is it tapped? Basic hint to my hand. Okay. Well, I don't have the tempo to do what I want to do here. Two-one flyer seems okay. We haven't seen an artifact. I don't need an X spell. I don't need a draw spell. Okay. Getting a little land screwed here. It's too bad. We kept a 3-lander on the draw and we haven't hit another goddamn land. Which is fucking horseshit. Okay. We'll draw land now and have awkward spells this turn. I don't know what ward is. Whenever a permanent with ward becomes a target spell and ability opponent controls counter unless the player plays the ward cost. So it's 5 mana to target that. He's got 3 cards left in hand. I'm expecting more threats. He's 2 lands away from the colony becoming a 8/8 or a 4/4 rather. I mean, I could play a 2/1 flyer and attempt to block, but I've played no creatures yet, so he probably has interaction. That's the cheapest, most efficient use of my spell, but it doesn't hit my mana at all here. And I would like to double spell next turn if at all fucking possible. I think this means that I am just heated debating this card now. Oh, it can't be countered, but it could pump. Have we seen anything that gives 3 toughness? 4 toughness? We haven't. Alright, I think I just passed turn here. I'm going to do it on his turn. No reason not to, I guess. Maybe we'll cast something weird that I can blow up. Hand is clunky though. Can't double spell. Blue, blue, black, black, green, green. It's actually triple black, double green, double blue over there. Interesting card, 4 mana, 3/1, hard to kill. What is sealed? Sealed, you get 6 packs and you build a deck out of 6 packs. It's not drafting, so you don't pass the packs around. It's just you. All right, can double spell this turn because of the letter, which is nice. I guess we're playing the creature, the 3/1. He's at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's 1 land away from activating that to become a 4/4. We can still kill a 4/4. The 2/1 as a flyer is interesting, but I can Magecraft, and I'm very likely to want to kill that next turn anyways. So I think I would like to develop this guy. So I need to leave 1 black mana open. Let's play out Letter of Acceptance. And then my Vampire. Okay. It's our first creature. I'm expecting it to get interacted with, but we'll see. Scry. That's nice. Alright. We're finally getting unmana screwed here. It's taking a while, but we're doing it. We tutored 1 land. Seven minus the number of cards in the creature's controller hand. So it was -2/-2. 4/4 and a 2/2. This thing's hard to kill. Missed his land drop. So I can 1 mana that. What is it? I have to pay 2. Whenever opponent casts an instant sorcerer spell, you may pay 2. If they don't, you may copy that spell. Oh, I'm okay with him copying that spell. It's creature or planeswalker. That's fine. I kill your creature or planeswalker. Decline, resolve. I don't want to pay it. Like, why is it giving me this? I just want to decline. Resolve. Decline. You may clone your spell if you'd like. And I'm killing this now. Yeah. Holy shit, we get to cast some spells. It's exciting. So we need 8 mana for the combination. We're on 7. It's unfortunate because I'm pretty sure every removal gets my Rutha. Maybe he won't notice. So we have double removal on 8. We're 1 mana off. We have double inkling on 6, on 5 rather, which is now. We have a little bit of protection versus damage-based removal. Okay. He's ramping, but like I'm not worried about Ulamog anymore, so I guess I don't know what I need to be worried about in this set for ramp. I'm sure there's something. Is it an Ulamog? Okay, what is it? Sorcery Lesson. Create a 2/1 red, white, and... Okay. I want to read this card. I guess I can look at it there. Create a 2/1 white and black inkling creature token with flying, a 3/2 spirit, and a 4/4 red elemental off 1 spell. That's a lesson. That's a bomb. It's a mythic rare. Makes sense. It's a fucking bomb. He gets 3 creatures out of that. I can't bounce this in any way, right? No. Do I draw? Yeah. Okay. What is it called? Masochistic Expedition? No, Mascot Expedition. Okay. Would have been nice some time ago. He's probably racing. What do I have? 4. I guess I take 4 for a chance of getting this on the board. This is red, red, blue. So I'm gonna be tapped out. I can't actually cast Enthusiastic Study right now. This is kind of annoying. I have Artifact Tape. I don't have Unsummoned. I have 3 2s of my own. I have a draw card. All right. Can't I bounce Rutha instant speed? No. Cardboard Live not working? Correct. I think Filthy needs to refresh it. I've already fucking updated Cardboard Live today. So it's already been updated. So I don't think it's that. Blocks fucked me this turn, it turns out. I guess I'm taking 6. Your creatures don't seem to stay on the board very much in this format so far. So like a spell like that, super powerful. Alright, unfortunately draw the red mana here. We have a little bit of value in hand still. Both these are learn cards. I guess I'm removing the 4/4. Okay. I don't doubt that it's not working for you. Is the new set in Strixhaven? Because I've already updated the program today, chat. So if either you can tell me that, hey, Filthy, it is working for other people, in which case we can try just randomly restarting it again. But it prompted me for an update today. We've already updated. Okay. It is working on the stream. All right, I can relaunch Cardboard Live, but I don't know why that would change anything. Literally already updated it today. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, restarted Cardboard Live. An XX is okay here. I think I prefer the draw though. I have another learn in a second. Okay. Oh, this is source. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. No attacks. I mean, I think we were winning this game pretty solidly until the tutor up a triple spell. Now we're okay, but not great. It's got 2 cards in hand still, which are likely interaction, which kind of sucks. Wait, don't I have a 3rd mana? No? This kind of my lands by 1. Kind of sucks. Okay. You mean the Mythic 7 mana spell is bringing a lot of value to this? Yes. Yep. Alright. So he does blank this, unfortunately, by doing that. It's kind of fucking annoying. This card is less good than I initially thought it was. Since it's not 3 mana draw 2 with upside, it's 3 mana situational draw 2. This card has been clunky as fuck. I'm only playing it because I was learning it. Alright, here we pass. Gotta remember I have a scry here. What I'm probably wanting to do is block the 1/1 and learn. Or if he attacks with that 1/3, I guess I could block the 1/3 and grow too. We'll see. We'll see what his attacks are. Okay. Dude, he's scryed top 3 times now. I'm a little annoyed. I mean, it is scry, but still. Never didn't have it is absolutely describing our opponent at the moment. It's a weird attack. Opponent. Okay, thank you, opponent. All right. let's block here, block there. Pump this guy. Has an instant. Maybe. This thing gives priority. That one. We're going to play this out. Got to remember to upkeep or end step scry if we can. Yeah, you can eat your 1/1. That's fine. Turn target creature planeswalker to its owner's hand. Plus, okay, so he's drawn a fucking interaction spell that blanks my spell, as well as blows out my other creature. All right, opponent, you've outdrawn me. There's nothing we can do. I can't beat your fucking mythic card that generates 1,000,000 value while you're drawing 45 fucking cards that impact the board for a two for ones. A little salty about that. Okay. Big blowout play from opponents having that on the top. Seems like a good ability. Alright, 4/4 is nice on this board. I can't deal with the flyers. There's now 5 power in the air, which is pretty rough. What's the tutor? Gain life, gain sorceries or instants. I think if I cast that as a whatever, I'd probably lose. It's 4 to scry, so I'm 1 mana short of scrying as after I cast this. Does it change the board? It does. I can surprise die off this guy too, since he eats creatures. Alright. We're gonna lose this off that one single card. Like, nothing else here mattered at all. Each of our opponent's combat tricks is fine, but I can't beat the mythic card at this pace. The 3-for-1 is too strong. Scry 1 top again. Never fails. I think we are scrying. This was a misplay, picking this up. He did have 2 cards in hand when it happened, but apparently it was land plus a creature he was just randomly holding. No reach, can't block. Going to 6. He's got 6 power on the board now. Alright. Is this okay to even scry here? My outs right now are my out is actually just the 6 mana, so I don't actually think I can do this. I think I just have to draw it naturally or I lose. Okay. Alright, take a look at our scry now. Just out of curiosity, would it have mattered? Was there a card I'm forgetting? Nope. Alright. Good game, opponent. You drew better than we did. Congratulations. Thanks for all the good plays. Okay. Disliking this new set? I think we're way too early to be liking or disliking this set. This is sealed with a weak seal pool as far as we're concerned, playing colors that are off color for this set versus an opponent who played a mythic rare in limited versus us. So I'm pretty whatever. I'm annoyed we lost there, but whatever. It's a great hand. Okay. Maybe play less colors, says a guy who doesn't know how Magic the Gathering works. Good suggestion. I'll keep it under advisory. All right. Let's play out our land, get in for damage. Okay. And play out our guy. Are we cloning Cram Lesson? Maybe. I can try restarting the client too, since apparently okay. Since apparently Cardboard Live is working elsewhere but not here. Kind of would like to get value out of this while I can. Some of the time he blocks here. Some of the time I just get in 1 damage. I'm okay with either outcome. Don't people have problems after restarting the client? That's scary. What do I want to learn about, chat? I'm not actually sure here. Okay. Part of me wanted that land card, actually. What about ramp? Nice card. I can play it too. Mana efficient is the historian, but I don't want to do it. I can double spell, but I can't clone if I do that. I can play out the flyer. I can play out a better flyer, discounts my other cards. We're going to do that. I don't know if there's any destroy tapped effects, but it's unlikely it's going to be black and green if there are. Play our Maelstrom Muse. This is the strongest single card in our deck, I believe. But maybe not. I wish I had taken the card that lets me draw more cards if I knew he was going to do that, because then I could have drawn a bunch. Can you clone Inkling Summon? Sure, and clone any instant or sorcery. Alright, Menace, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter. Magecraft, whenever you cast instant or sorcery, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Okay, so we want to fucking remove that, but we don't have the card in our hand to do it, which feels super fucking bad. So we get him for 2, it discounts all instants and sorceries, next instant or sorcery by 2. So we could, alright, so this then is 2, 4, recast 7, we're at 6. Or I could just run out the Fen. Dude, this is gonna be annoying for sure. I don't have Flying Hate. I have Draw. I'm not sure that's good enough. I can surprise 3 to him as well. I'm always swinging here. I don't have to clone this summon. I could get the Spectre on board. It just feels like a waste, right? Dude, it's so fucking derpy here. I could Cram Session, not bounce. Such a derpy hand. Okay. I don't like him having a combo. Any instant or sorcery triggers life gain. Any life gain gives him counters. I have like 3 or 4 cards in the deck that will kill a creature of any power, but I also have a bunch of cards that won't. Okay. Cloning the draw card. It's not a draw card. It's gain life and learn. There's nothing in my sideboard that interacts directly with that. Why can't I block Menace? Okay. Alright, getting a little derped here. So I've got 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could cast, double cast. It's 8 life. It's a pretty big swing. I've got 4 in the air too. I'm gonna lose 2 life from doing it. I could wait a turn, just run out the other flyer, and then do it next turn. Where's the shit ton of removal we run in this deck, huh? Alright, so he's at 11. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 damage in the air. 8 damage in the air is not enough. I would like some life gain here. It's +3. Can we pull out of our deck? 3/2 bodies in the ground is okay. We could clone that 3/2 body too. It's 2 red and 1 other. So 2 red and 1 other. And then clone it for 2. Gets us 2 3/2s. It's okay. I already counted my drain, dude. 2 2 2 2. Right? That's how I get 8. One of those cards of reach. Alright, go ahead and tutor up a blocker, I guess. Don't have blue. This is like not even good. I can remove 1 blocker to cast 2 blockers. Fairly unexciting series of events. I can just tutor up for next turn, I guess. 2 and 1. I guess I can just run out Doggo or even Historian. Hold up Drain too. So what's the damage coming in? I guess I could just summon 1 blocker, but I already get 1 blocker. Can I cast both these in any way? No. Alright. This is a turn, I guess. I guess it's a hasted attacker. I think we live here, though. So I'm at 16 if I want it, or I have another blocker here. This is all ground-based damage. There's a lot of it, but there's not a million damage there. Problem with this card cloning is it just removes the ground-based blocker, so I actually don't get any value out of that. Alright, got there. Evasive creatures being evasive. Really clunky. We got almost no discount out of our Flying Spirit because our mana never worked out with the clones, which was pretty friggin' irritating. Value out of the learn cards, kinda, but not a ton. Okay. I would like to get you guys Cardboard Live working. I don't know what the deal is. We restarted Cardboard Live and updated it. It's probably I need to restart the Arena client, but I've heard there's a lot of concerns with that. So I will restart the Arena client after the sealed draft. I've heard it's canceling your sealed drafts potentially. Going second. This 3 drops dead. We have 4 drops. We have mana. We can play our lifelinker. We need to draw lands here, but oftentimes we will. And when we don't, we get super angry, rage quit the game, yell at wizards, and ask for a better game design. 2/1 learn. That's pretty good, actually. Hold up a land tutor. Dice, no blocks. Another land. So if he blocks, we pump. If he doesn't block, we remove. Either's fine. Okay. Give me that life link. Yeah. What do I want to play out? 2-1 flyer is pretty reasonable. Do we need to tutor another land right now? Not really. 3-2 ground creature is okay on this board. Not great though. Nom nom nom. Drinking that life. Okay. It's a minimum number of returns for a good deck. And sealed, it's like 1,000. So to remove that, oh, I can't cast this card. Maybe I should have tutored a card I could play. For some reason I thought I had swamps. All right, if I'd known I only had one swamp, the play would have been the tutor card. Actually would have fit our mana base really nice too here. I think that's a mistake on my part. All right, I have no other, this card is now vigilant, which is annoying. So I'm gonna remove the 2-3. I'm gonna swing, I'm expecting a trade. Sets us up for a draw next turn. What does this card do? Pay life to get it flying. 3-3 flyer. Ward is pay 3 life. That's quite an annoying one. But I will pay my 3 life. It's a nice card. Alright. Quite a nice card. Alright. Inkling, Summoning, and Poet, potentially. We have, what if we have? 6 mana. Good Spectre and Poet as well. Seems reasonable. I want to put forth a lot of threats. What does this do? +1/+1 counter. 5 mana, put another counter. It's nasty. I wonder if he attacks here. Another swamp. Good top deck. Guess we remove the dueling coach, huh? Opponent's graveyard, obviously. Alright, we will tutor up a... We can't get second fixing source though, because our other sources are colorless. We have an artifact on the board. He's a draw artifact. We'll use it if I tutor this. I guess we're just taking our spirit again. It's okay. It's just value, right? And then it's an attack here. We will decline. Alright. Not super excited about trading my Spectre for this 3-2. Not even being offered rather, so that's okay. Alright, I'd like to double spell here with both my summons. It seems okay. We got a draw later too, but I have plays this turn. So let's run out Inkling. Spirit. I probably should take that stupid flying thing out of my deck. Let's go to combat. Decline the trigger. We're gonna need lands for next turn, but I'm gonna be drawing. Ward is better than hexproof. It's not. Oh, fuck, this guy has had the best creatures we've seen yet. What does this card do? Alright, it's a dual-sided card. It's a rare. I don't think we get to play our rares. It's a 4 mana 4/4. Put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature, then he deals 2 damage to that creature. Whenever creature you control with +1/+1 counter dies, draw that. Okay, that's pretty rough. We do have a card that gives us 1 damage in our sideboard. I don't remember its mana cost though. I think it's 2 red, 1, 2 as well. Is that another creature? It's not. Yeah, it is another. All right, we're gonna go to combat with our 3/2. Accepted. Okay, in that case, we're drawing. This is a sorcery. Missing 2nd blue source for fractal summoning. These are situational. Running out of value on our sideboard. Can tutor another land, I guess. I can hold this for revaluing our 4/2s, I guess. Okay. Oh, he can kill my guys too. I thought it was his own creatures. That's pretty scary. Good fucking top deck again. Okay. I do have bubble blue now. Good call. Okay. Dude, this guy has some fucking powerful cards, man. Like, the quality of these cards is crazy good. Like, compared to what we saw for, like, creatures, there's just so many good ones. Dueling Coach, the fucking God creature or double-sided creature. It's just kind of nuts, man. This probably gets blown up, but I think it's still better in our other plays. This creature's Death Touch, too, so... I could just make it bigger than that creature. Play out the letter. So how much mana do I have? 9. So I make a 7/7. If I play this, it becomes a 4/4. If I play it, it becomes a 5/5. 5/5 still challenges the board. It's a little less scary, but I think it's still okay. Holding the life gain card for our 2 life gain recursion creatures. Yeah, 99 point. I mean, I didn't know that was a card, but I was gonna say, like, this last card removal is like always happening there. So at least we got our development out of that. Here we're gonna sack. Running out of value here. Here, better than sacking is scrying, so we'll pass. Perfect. Comes into play tapped is the only not perfect part of that. Let's draw first. Is that 1 off? Hold on. 5, 8, 9, 10. It's 3, 5, 8, 9, 10. No, it's perfect. Okay. All right, bleeding out here. his cards have been so good. Just a shit ton of spiteful squads and gets one of our 4/2s. Pulls up a spirits. All pretty ugly. It's probably fine. Problem is those counters keep passing around, right? Unless I can exile that and I'm out of exiles. So maybe it should have been a scry. I can make it fly, but I can't make it lifelink and fly. Six is playing with this a bit. A lot of cards in his hand to be this low. More 2-drops that learn at uncommon. Fuck, that card is good right now. Dude, his card quality is so good. It's like so much better than our card quality. Scary. Is it any one creature or spread as he wants? Target. All right. Get rid of those fucking counters. Of course he has God's Willing here. Why wouldn't he? All right, those counters get over there. Feels bad. Okay. Can he not target those counters though because he's protection from black? Is this allowed to target it? Shouldn't do that, right? Yeah. Fuck you, dude. Okay. So he screwed up. That's good. Let's scry. All right, keep it. Yeah, he screwed up there. That's a mistake. So he's got 5 power on the board. I really like getting in with this though. But I don't have a card. It's draw then discard.